Hey guys, this is Soumya from Bookfeast channel. Today I'm gonna share about my reviews on the topic The Story of Mulan. So when you go for the topic, we may have many doubts why, what and how. Yeah, the story of Mulan. So Mulan, she's literally a girl whose full name seems to be Hiva Mulan. She is the legend of China mythology, and as well as this particular story is a classical story. So many people state that it is just an imagination, many says it's fantasy, and many says it's a real one. So we may not know about that. So let's get into the story. So you may have many interpretations. Maybe it may be a true one, or it may be a fake one, or it may be created in order to equalize men and women. So please mention what is your opinion about the story in the comment section. I would like to know about it. And the main place which takes over here is China, and the girl Mulan, she is from the part of China. And when you go for the timing, the story starts like a short story, like traditional fairy tales. Like many years ago, China was in the middle of Great War. So only one hint we get here: once China has faced the Great War, and this particular story has taken when China was in the middle of the Great War. So I have given the conclusion of the topic. Now let's get into the introduction of the story. So when you go for the characters, Mulan, she is a teenage girl, and Mulan's father is a general. Now he is retired, and Mulan's younger brother, doctor, soldier, and emperor. And Mulan, she is a girl. She's a teenage girl. She comes to know that each and every person has to be a participant of the war. That is, the war has lost many number of soldiers. Now the war needs more soldier. That is, China was in the need of soldiers. So China releases an order that each person from our family, one has to be the soldier. And when you talk about Mulan's family, Mulan is the elder one. Mulan's father, he is very old and feeble. And when you go for Mulan's brother, he is very younger. He is not fit to be a soldier. So this puts up a question in the family: who has to be the next soldier? So do you think who's that? Any idea? Yeah, it's none other than Mulan, the heroic girl. And Mulan, she wants to express her qualification, her talent, which was given to her by her father. So when she comes to get this news, she goes to her father, who was literally making a bowl from the wood. And he states that he has been preparing himself for the war. But she says, I would like to go. And she offers him a cup of tea, and she asks him for 5 minutes. And she goes into her room, and she comes out when she goes into her room as a girl, and she comes out as a boy. That is, she cuts off her hair with her sword, and she wore her father's dress, and her appearance seems to be a boy in his manlyhood. So the whole family, they were greatly confused when she says that she's gonna be a participant of the war. That's a soldier. So her father, he was strictly against it, but he had no other option. He's very young and feeble, so he can't go for the war. So he allowed his daughter to go for the war, and she takes their family house and she goes for the war. So as days passes, she expresses all her talent and all her skills in the war, and she was in the leading part. In the one or the other, she became the general of the whole army for the old soldiers, and there was a flu, literally a disease, a cruel disease, which spread all over the camp, and all the soldiers were suffered from it. So there was a doctor who was appointed, and he comes in checking for each and every soldier. When he comes to check the particular girl, he comes to know that it is not a boy, she's a girl. So she is not a boy, she is a girl who disguised in the form of a soldier. So as soon as we may hear that, rumors will be spreading wide. So rumors, they spread like a wildfire, and the news, it expressed the opinion of the soldiers that one was in support for her, stating that even though she's a girl, she could make everything, she can handle everything in a better way. And one of the other people, they started blaming her for being a cheat, for telling lie, and also they wanted to express their male chauvinism, that they don't want the girl to be their commander. they feels it very shame to follow the rules and orders and the words of a girl. So as this conversation moves on, suddenly there comes a news that their opponent team, the opponent team in the war, they are again in order to chase the soldiers and in order to win the war. So she suggests an idea that they want to hide themselves in a particular place so that they can be the winner of the war. So there were many people, I have told you, one were in supporting mode and one were in the opposite party. So all the soldiers, they came together under a roof, under the same roof, that Mulan is talented, she can handle the situation. So they hide themselves and finally they won the war. This news reached emperor because it has been a great war which killed many soldiers, which took many years. But a teenage girl, she skillfully overcame with all the obstacles and she made China shine as the winner in the war. And finally China won the war. So the emperor wanted to gift her something. So he says that I would be very thankful to you if you are a part of the empire. I would like to quote that line. Mulan, stay with me in the palace, he said. Someone as smart as you would be a fine royal advisor. So he wanted Mulan to be his royal advisor. But Mulan said that she had a great love for her family and she wanted to go back to her family. Finally, she was gifted 6 fine horses and 6 swords. And she goes back home. From that day, it was said that it was only because of the Mulan that the whole China was saved. And thus she remains to be a legend. So legend is the one whose name can be said to identify a particular area. Here Mulan, she represents the China. So just the story is not alone an experience of a girl who won in the war, but also it talks about that by nature both men and women, they are equal. So there is no any difference between them. It is only the conscious, it is only the mind of the human being which pushes to the point that men are physically strong and women are physically weak. Not at all. And I would like to conclude the video and I would like to tell you that we have uploaded the particular video in Tamil also. If you are in need of that, please do refer the description and please do like, share, comment and subscribe our channel to get further more updates. Thank you.